isn't just about the paid leaves, it's about the trust, timing, and the priorities. Because when a government rolls out a brand new taxpayer funded benefit program, while the fraud investigations are still unresolved, the real question isn't compassion, it's credibility. Now, tim-walz proudly calls Minnesota's new family and medical leave program a signature achievement, promising that people won't have to choose between their health, their family, and their paycheck. On paper, that sounds noble effect. But policy isn't judged by the intentions alone, it's judged by the oversight, accountability, and whether the system can actually be trusted to work as promised. Now, under this new program, eligible participants can receive up to 20 weeks of paid leave every year for bonding with a child, dealing with medical issues, or caring for family members. So, guys, this announcement is not a small benefit, that's a financial massive commitment backed by taxpayer money. And here is where the frustration kicks in. Minnesota is already grappling with the serious welfare fraud concerns, unanswered questions, and ongoing investigations. Yet, instead of pausing to fix the leaks, the administration is expanding the pipeline. To many taxpayers, this feels like a building a bigger house on a shaky foundation. Now, Walls framed this as a win for the working families, and no one is denying that families need support. But critics aren't arguing against helping people, they are arguing against doing it without the safeguards. When fraud cases remain unresolved, when enforcement gaps haven't been clearly addressed, and when accountability measures are still vague, expanding eligibility sends the wrong signal. It tells the public that speed matters more than scrutiny and optics matter more than the outcomes. So, guys, this is where the outrage really comes from. Taxpayers are being asked to fund a broader, more generous system without seeing proof that the current one is secure. People want to know who qualifies, how claims are verified, how abuse is prevented, and what happens when the fraud is detected. So, guys, these aren't minor details, they are the backbone of public trust. Without them, every new benefit program starts to look less like compassion and more like political branding. There is also a timing problem here that can't be ignored as well. Rolling out a major benefit expansion during active fraud investigations feels tone deaf to many Minnesotans. It creates the impression that the leadership is trying to cover up their mess and they are trying to hide the conversation instead of finishing it. So, first, their demand is fix the system first, then expand it. That's the order people expect. Reversing that order fuels the skepticism and also deepens resentment among those they are feel being asked to pay more without they are heard. So, guys, what makes this even more infuriating for the critics is that if once a program like this is launched, it becomes nearly impossible to roll back. So, as the cost grow, eligibility expands, and enforcement becomes politically risky. So, if problem surfaces later, taxpayers are stuck footing the bill while officials argue about the reforms that should have been built in form one day. That's not the forward thinking governance, that's just reactive damage control. And at the heart of this debate isn't whether families deserve help, it's whether government leaders can prove they are capable of managing the taxpayer money responsibly. Compassion without control isn't policy, guys, it's a complete gamble. And right now, many Minnesotans feel they are the ones being forced to take that risk. So, guys, the real question isn't whether paid leaves is a good idea. The question is why expand a system before earning back the public trust. Until that's answered clearly and convincingly, no amount of feel good messaging will silence the outrage. And whatever benefits you provide to the public, once the trust is eroded, then it's very difficult to earn back. First, you need to answer the goof up that you have created, where the taxpayer funded dollars have been spent to whom it has been headed, and whether it has been spent on the benefits of consumers or not. So that questions needs to be answered, guys, and we should also be responsible to ask those questions. So, guys, if you like this breakdown, kindly give it a thumbs up, and also please let us know your thoughts in the comments. I would love to hear from you guys and respond back to you. So, tim-walz is now stuck in a very tightrope situation. He needs to answer these questions: where the funded money go to, whether it was funded to Somalians, or what actually happened. So we will be keep exploring this story as it unfolds and keep sharing you the updates. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this breakdown, kindly give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for amazing breakdowns and global headlines. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next live stream. Thank you.